Hello and welcome to Twin Creeks Farm. Today we are getting ready for spring. We're pulling out some of the cropping equipment. Right now I'm pulling out the chain harrows. What we're going to do is we spread some manure on the field last fall, and it's dry manure, so there's some clumps that are sitting there. We're going to no-till into that field this year, so we're gonna run the chain harrows over it and try to break up the clumps so that they're a lot smaller, so that we can seed into it a little better. I was talking to the neighbor about how we wanted to kind of achieve a better seed bed for our corn and interseeded cover crop in there, so that's what we decided to do. So here you can see I've got half the set pulled out and hooked up already, and all the tines are pointed up, and just that will hopefully mean that we bounce over everything a little better instead of just picking up the clumps and dragging them around. We'll hopefully just ride over them and beat them up a little bit. After sitting on the field over the winter with the freeze thaw, hopefully they come apart nicely for me. So we'll just hook in the second half of the set of chain harrows there, and we'll give it a bit of a go here. Hopefully the field's not too wet still. Just for storage, the chain harrows get rolled up into a ball. I think I'm gonna try to figure out a way that we can just hang these up instead of doing this, because I hate trying to find the end and unlooping it all, because all the tines and everything interconnect, but we'll pull it apart and get it hooked up. Alright, we got both sets hooked up upside down here now, so we get the tractor hooked up and see if the field is ready to carry us and try and get this cleaned up. If you look out through the field, there's all these clumps that are scattered around. They're probably not terrible, but the more even that we can have the seed bed, the more even the emergence we can get, just the better crop we should have. And we'll just try to give each corn seed a good opportunity to get established in the ground. So you can kind of see the clump is all busted up through there, so that's going to be a lot easier for everything to get through, and that'd probably be easier for the worms to access the nutrients in there and break that down for our crops. We went out for a bit of a test rip. I figured we were probably a little bit early. It's just a little bit too wet in the field still. Most of it's fine. There's just low spots here and there, and we don't have any tile drainage in this field. So anywhere that it's a little bit low in the clay here, it'll hold water. So it seems to be beating stuff up all right, but just for the sake of not tearing up the field too much, we'll probably wait another few days before we really go at it and clear out the whole field. The weather for the next pretty well 2 weeks is dry, which will be good for getting into the field, but hopefully once we get some seed in the ground, then we get the moisture to help things grow. It'd be nice to get some more manure out in the spring here to get it on the field, feeding our corn this year, but over the winter using the manure spreader, I think there was a little bit of frozen manure right where it loops over and goes under, and I think it pushed the chain out so that it hit the beaters. So we broke a link here, and we were already missing a couple slats. It came that way from the auction, but then it really tore up another T-bar there. It's all bent up, so priced out a new apron chain for the whole thing. The whole thing needs a bit of work, so I figured maybe do a whole new chain, but priced that out and it was $1,400 plus tax. So probably just stockpile the manure for now, and these spreaders are common enough that we'll try to find somebody selling one for parts this summer and patch the two together. So that's just a quick little video for today. Spring is exciting, and trying to get out onto the fields and get cropping after a long winter. Trying to feel productive. This coming week we'll try to get the fanning mill out, and we've got a bunch of oats we want to get cleaned for ourselves. We got about 10 or 12 acres here to seed, and then a friend of a friend wants a couple tons cleaned for him too for seeding. So get the fanning mill out. It hasn't run for, I don't know, 15-16 years, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Get it out and get going. But for now, that's sorry about the sun there behind me. For now, that's it for today. Just a quick little one, trying to get out on the field to get ready for seeding. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest happenings on the farm. That's how you know it's spring.